It all started in 2013. Social media exploded. It was one of the biggest distractions, I think you could call it, of mankind. You had giants like Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and they had such a huge grip on people's lives. It was quite innocent back then. But then things changed. At first it seemed for the better. They began implementing all these stuff that we used to do in real life. I mean, social interactions, shopping. We used to do that all in the physical world. But then they began implementing that in the social media as well. They just took that away from us and made it all in that digital world. So stores weren't doing very well. People just stayed inside because they could order everything there. But then the government jumped in, and what they did is they installed these social towers. They spit out these feeds all the time, these social feeds. Anybody who came outside just immediately saw all the information about someone else. So the government wanted to lure people outside, so they made sure the stores would survive this era. But it didn't quite work. At a certain point, it just went overboard. There were some minor disturbances, mostly in the political area. I mean, since people could post anything, and with that I mean anything on the internet, on the social media, so did all the radical ideas. Stores went bankrupt, amusement parks went bankrupt, even zoos, because just people didn't come out that much anymore. So the 21st of May 2063 was the day that is now known as the Colossus Day. And what happened back then is there was this asteroid who was on course to hit the Earth, but it shattered. All the bits and pieces, they crashed down on Earth. It turned out that the asteroid wasn't really an asteroid. It was full of life. It contained seeds, and out of those seeds grew trees. But unlike any we've seen here on Earth before, out of those seeds grew enormous trees, and by now they are known as the Colossus trees. It was one of the only things that people couldn't see outside of their home, outside of their social media feed. It was the first real thing that shook the world, that made them come out of their shells, out of their homes. And my dad was Richard Multz. He was the first to get to one of those trees and decided to live in one. Yet he still was the first to make a proper home inside of those trees. He made a durable home, a stable home. The tree itself provided people with food and shelter. So that's what he's most known for, creating durable homes inside of one of the Colossus trees. And after him, many other people followed. They just wanted to see the trees in real life. So they followed him and stayed in those trees with him. So here we are at the giant colossal tree, and it's just a beautiful thing. Just look at it. And all I can say is a future life is wonderful.